Coming up on AI in the classroom, we're talking about the way we're using AI right now. Hi, I'm Guy turning in from UNL.
I am Kimberly and Guy from Gretna Public Schools.
And today, since Kimberly is here and we were shooting our other podcast, CS4NE, I decided to talk a little bit about how we're using AI right now. So AI has lots of promises.
Oh, yeah.
And it talks about how it's going to cure cancer and change the world and maybe end the world, all of these things, which maybe in the far future, like 6 months from now. But until then, the question really is, what are you using for AI for right now?
I am using AI for everything.
Okay.
In the classroom, I use it for idea generation or even as a sounding board, sometimes rubric creation.
Okay, so projects. Give me an example for how do you use it as a sounding board?
One thing that I wanted to do at the beginning of the year is I wanted to have opportunities for my students to get to know each other better, while also still having the activities we did be related to what we were going to be learning about. So I was focusing on problem-solving skills. And so I would mention I have decks of cards, I have like dice, and just kind of seeing what kind of activities we could do. And so it would give me a whole bunch of ideas that I didn't like. And then I would work with it to tweak what so that it would find something that I did like. And so the kids really enjoyed a lot of the activities that we did.
Yeah, and it really gets you going, right? When you're stuck and you're like, I have no ideas. It gives you ideas, and sometimes they're bad ideas, but it doesn't matter. At that point, you're already thinking about it. And that's something I love. Okay, what else are you doing with it?
Well, and going on with that, I love working with it.
Yes.
So it doesn't, just because the first answer wasn't what I wanted, doesn't mean that I should give up or just do the bad things. So by working with it, I think that's the real power of AI. Other things that we're doing, I use Notebook LM all the time from Google. I did my, this is personal, but I got my drone pilot's license. And so there's tons and tons of resources that the FAA has put out. And so I put those into Notebook LM. And then through there, I was able to ask it questions and interact with it. I was able to get some index cards or flashcards, to help me memorize some of the information on it. And it's even got that podcast feature. So it kind of disseminates the information.
Yeah, and the newest one is that video podcast feature. Have you tried that?
Oh, I have not tried that.
Yeah, so it's really interesting. It creates this narrated PowerPoint. It's not that different than the podcast. Okay. It's kind of fun though, and I think that again, it's another avenue to learn with AI and sometimes from AI. But that interactivity is really critically important. All right, so what are you using in your classroom? Can you give me another classroom example?
Yeah. So for example, I'm teaching robotics for the first time this year. I taught the second course, but I'm now teaching the first course. And so I've been using it to create rubrics, but also come up with challenges for my students to do. We're loosely following the VEX lesson plans, but my students have been desperately trying to get us to do battle bots, which we keep saying is a no-go. But we caved a little bit, and we're able to come up with a compromise that will not hopefully hurt anyone.
Or any robots.
And
at this point, where with AI maybe starting to get closer and closer to taking over, you don't want to hurt no robots.
Right.
People. Let's stay on the safe side right now. No saws and all of these things. All right. What questions do you have about AI use?
None that I can think of. Okay. Unfortunately.
So today on AI in the classroom, we talked a little bit about the ways Kimberly is using AI in the classroom and out of the classroom, and we'll see you next time.